Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and if not, I hope your day gets better. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend and all that. As you can see here, I did my right hand and I did polygel. I just want to have my right hand looking cute, you know, because I'm always doing my left hand, so yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into this video. So I already did my prep and everything. The only thing that I'm missing is my peel off base coat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some of the peel off base coat on my nails. And again, I only put just a little bit, like not too much, not too little, like just enough to make sure that these nails pop off. And then I cure for 30 seconds. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do anyways. So yeah. Anyways, once that is done, I am gonna go ahead and glue on these tips with some base coat. And the reason why I'm using base coat is because I do have a peel off base coat, so it's kind of harder to like glue them on with regular nail glue. So I just use base coat. And once that is glued on, like once all the nails are glued, I'm gonna go in with my nail tip cutter and my magnets, and I'm just gonna cut these down to the desired length. And then next I'm gonna go in with my fine grit sanding band, and I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the shine off the tip, and then also making sure that I blend where I glued on the tip. And once that is done, I accidentally screwed up and I wasn't recording the nail application, but these are some goodies that I got from Amazon. There's some like liners, like some liner brushes, and then I found this brush right here. I'll leave it down in the description below, but I'm excited to use this. And yes, I didn't get to record the application, so I'm sorry. So I'm only gonna be leaving on the thumbnail application just cause like, yeah, I didn't realize that my phone stopped recording. I guess it overheated or something, and I didn't realize it until I went to go do my thumb. And then I was gonna do my thumb for like a reel or something, but then I was like, ugh, whatever, I'll just use it so you guys can see how I do applications. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a bead of polygel, and then I'm gonna work the polygel from sidewall to sidewall, making sure everything is nice and smooth. You know, drag the polygel up towards the cuticle area. What I'm doing here is just making sure that the tip is nice and smooth and even and thicker than the cuticle area, because then I'm gonna go in with the second bead, and then that's when I'm gonna create like the apex and stuff. So like always, I'll let you guys enjoy this thumbnail polygel application, and I'll come in and tell you guys some spooky stories. So once the polygel has been cured, I am going to go in with my MAKARTT dust collector, 180 grit nail file, fine grit sanding band, and I'm going to start filing and shaping these nails. y'all, so now it's time for the nail art, and I'm sure you guys already know what I'm doing because like it's on, you know, like the thumbnail or whatever, but I'm doing ghost face. So this is my second year doing ghost face, and I wanted to recreate it like this set exactly. It wasn't like exactly. I made a little changes, nothing crazy, but yeah. So right now what I'm doing is I'm gonna do like the blood drip. So I'm going in with my dotting tool, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just put 3 random dots, and then with my brush I'm just gonna go ahead and bring, you know, like just like a line, make a line up towards like the cuticle area. I'm not connecting anything just now. I'm just bringing everything up towards the cuticle area. Once that is done, I am gonna go ahead and like fill it out, and then I'm also gonna make sure that like I kind of make it kind of like a circle, like oval, not oval, but like kind of like a little thing right there, you know, to make it look like it's blood drip. And yeah, so that's what I do for like the blood drip, and you know, I just make it to where it looks like blood dripping down. I am gonna do like some blood splatter as well, and for that you'll see me like later. It was a whole mess. Like I don't know what it was about this set that it was just so hard. Like even, well, writing in itself is hard for me, like in line, like in brush. So yeah, I had done it off camera, like, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with like the black and just basically make it like a little bit darker. I'm sorry if you cannot see like what I'm doing all that great. I had to have like my nails super close up to my face, and I was really trying to like put it in the within frame as much as possible. But yeah, some of it, like I legit had to bring my like fingers up to my face because I don't know, it was just hard. So yeah. So now it's time for some spooky storytelling. I don't know if you guys enjoyed the little stories I told you guys from my personal experiences, but I'm gonna continue. So yeah, like we lived in Layton for a good amount of time, and it was like, you know, when I was like, I don't know, like 6, 7 years old, until I was like maybe 10, 11 or 12. So yeah, we were there for a few years, and you know, like I remember a lot of things happening there. And again, like it's a very small town in Fresno. And like where we lived like in the corner house, and that house was like big. When we moved in, you know, like I mentioned, my dad had to renovate it and, you know, like bring it back to life. So like a few things happened there. So I told you guys about, you know, like the faucet, like the faucet in the bathroom, and, you know, me seeing a shadow and stuff. But there's a few things that happened to like even my great grandma and like my dad and stuff. So, you know, we used to go to Christian school, and where we went, it was like in Selma. So it was a good, you know, distance of a drive. And we got out like around 2:33. So we'd get home like around 3:30, maybe 4. And my great grandma was, you know, staying a few months with us. She would come over from like Mexico, and like, you know, stay with us for a few months or sometimes a few weeks, and then go with my grandma and stuff like that. So yeah, she was staying with us. And my grandma, you know, she taught herself how to read with the Bible. And she said she was like sitting in the kitchen, you know, in the dining room, and she was reading the Bible and stuff. And she said she like clearly heard, Mamá María, ya llegamos. And then she said she heard it very clearly. And then when she got up, right? She got up, and then she went to like open the door, because she said she heard banging, and she was like, ábrenos, like basically saying that we're here, we're home, you know, open the door for us, like we're locked out, open it. And so she did. And she said when she opened it, nobody was there. And like not a car, like nothing, like nobody was there. So she was like, okay, that's odd, right? And then so again, she heard it. Amá, ¿por qué no los abres? Ábrenos. And it was like, Grandma, like, why aren't you opening us? You know, like, open the door. And she got up one more time. And she said she's seen, and nobody was there, right? So after that, she was like, nah, like, whoever you are, like, whatever identity you are, like, leave, you know, because I ain't got time for you, basically. And my grandma's from, you know, Mexico. And again, like, you know, like, they've seen some stuff out there in Mexico, and my great grandma would tell me stories. But yeah, so she was like, whatever, I don't care. So yeah, when we got home, you know, like around 4, she went and like she heard us, and because we were like, Amá, like, we're here, ábrenos. And then so this time she made sure to like go look and make sure that my dad's van was there. She opened the door and she was like, you guys won't believe. And then so she told us. So yeah, so that was like one thing. I'll come back and tell you guys another story. So just a quick side note, I did want to let you guys know that, like, for the blood drip thing, I know I could have done it a different way. This is how I do it. It's hella messy, I know, but I just like the way this looks versus like doing it with something like just brushing it on. I just personally like this way. I did mix in a little bit of black, some red, and a little bit of acetone. Or no, not acetone. It was rubbing alcohol, and I mixed just a little bit just to get that like consistency right there. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. I'm gonna just go ahead and top coat these 3 nails, and the reason was because I had to go take my kids to jiu-jitsu practice. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you know, like they didn't get ruined or anything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply top coat. For this next part, right, I struggled so much. Like, I had to make his face out of camera because, oh man, when I'm telling you, like, it took me hours. Like, I was doing this set for so long, like, you guys don't even know. But yeah, I'm gonna get to Ghostface. Like, I just was like, you know what? Let me just take care of the knife. And then once that is done, I will spend all my time and devotion on him. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, do that. But as I'm doing this, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit, like a few more little stories, you know. So yeah, that happened with my great grandma. And then there was a few. Apparently my dad, right, would feel at night like his leg getting pulled. And he said he would hear my younger brother crying and calling out for him and being like, daddy, daddy, like, apa, and this and that, right? And yeah, so he would wake up and like nobody would be there, you know, and like he would like look over and my little brother was there sleeping in the middle between my mom and dad, right? But he would fall asleep and then he would feel it again, the pulling, and apa, andale, ven, apa. And he would wake up and then my brother's like knocked out. But apparently, you know, it would happen very often. My sister said she experienced like similar things. She would feel like someone pulling at her legs, and we used to have bunk beds. And during this time, like, we had some bunk beds, right? And she was sleeping on the top and I was sleeping at the bottom. And she would like wake me up, throwing pillows at me and be like, dude, stop, like beating me up sometimes. Like not like really beating me up, but you know, like what siblings do. And yeah, so she was like, dude, stop pulling my leg. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not pulling your leg. And she'd be like, stop, like, you know, thinking that it was me. And I was like, dude, like, I'm not, like, I'm sleeping by, like, we're, like, how you're sleeping, you know? Like, ain't no way I'm pulling your leg. And she was, like, consistently thinking that it was me. So I was like, no. And then she said that, like, one day, you know, she just heard, like, something, like she felt something whispering, you know, she didn't tell me what it was, but she did say that like something was whispering in the middle of the night, and she thought it was me. And then when she realized that I was like knocked out, snoring and everything, she was like, oh heck nah. Yeah, that was like with them. And I guess like my mom had seen like a few things, but my mom isn't like a big, like, you know, I don't know, it takes a lot to scare my mom. So I don't think, yeah, she was scared. She was just more like telling us what happened. I forgot her story. You know, because the way she said it was just so like, yeah, like if something happened just because it had to happen, like, you know, versus us, we're like, oh, we're like traumatized and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like those are just a few, well, those two. And then I would always like hear babies cry. Like I would constantly hear babies in the middle of the night like crying and then just wailing, you know, and I'd be like, dude, like, what is going on? I'd go check, but I would be sometimes terrified. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I was terrified. Like, at night, if I would hear babies crying, I was like, y'all SOL, because I'm not looking outside the window. It is dark. It is nighttime. Like, nope. And yeah, but like when it was during the day, I would hear it sometimes during the day. And, you know, I would peek and like just to see like, oh, like what the hell? But there would be no babies. So I was like, man, like, I don't know. I feel like that house was low key like possessed or something. I don't know. Like there were some spirits there because, yeah, like it was just like a lot of things, like little things happening. And then sometimes like, I kid you not, like you could hear just screechings and like yelling. I don't know. It was weird. I was doing Ghostface, and honestly, like, it was super hard to do. It, like, I don't know, I obsessed so much over it, and he's for sure one of those characters, like, you have to wait until everything's done to see how nice it looks, but I don't know, this one was seriously just grinding my gears. So next I'm going to go in with KIARA Sky's Lavender Cuticle Oil. And and this is how the nails came out. I think these are super cute. Like, I'm gonna like put in a picture here of the ones from last year, and these are like this year's. For some reason, I feel like last year's was better. Maybe it's just me, and I don't know, but I don't know. I still think these are cute. Like, they're pretty badass, and you know, it took me a while, but yeah, I love them. I also want to say thank you, you know, for staying and listening to my stories. I know for you guys it may not be spooky or whatever, but I think they're pretty spooky. I have a few more sets that I want to do, and I'm going to share some like more stories like about me, but I am going to be like sharing some other like spooky stories that I've read and heard about. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.